not a scientist. I'm not an expert. I'm not a scientist. I'm not an expert in footballs. I'm not an expert in football measurements.
I don't want anyone rubbing them, putting any air in them, taking any air out. To me, those balls are perfect, and that's what I expect when I show up.
I can't turn over football. It's so goddamn hard about holding on to it.
Introducing Mike Cash Collins and Scott Stag Simpson as the Fantasy Millionaires.
Welcome, everyone, to a special edition of the Fantasy Millionaires. Tonight, we will be examining the Taliban and the Biden administration's response to "Score! Just playing, mofos. It's fantasy football time. It's fantasy football time. Where cash stats like to rhyme and use their mind to bring data." So, Scott, do me a favor and give me some flavor.
All right, here's the flavor and the data. I just went to Bo McBig Times. I just spent the weekend, Thursday through this morning, at the Bo McBig Time residence in California, NorCal to be exact. I got to tell you, that guy can do it up. Shout out Bo McBig Time, his lovely wife, amazing family they have there, the dogs, the whole thing, the 9 yards. We took it over. He made delicious food. He's a world-class chef. We made our own hot box for people who have paid money. We made Paul Charchian's hot sauce. It was just one of the best times ever. We had to drink whiskey. One bottle that we drank from, there's only, I think, 800 bottles that were made, one cask that was completed. We had in a bank vault is where we got to have this whiskey. It was really just a great time up there with Bo. So shout out Bo McBig Time. And the data is, I think I got like 7 hours of sleep the weekend. So yeah, I'm just chilling.
Were you guys having FOMO about the FF Expo this past weekend? That looked like a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, we were huge FOMOing, crying. We would hold each other in each other's arms at night, just saying, "Why are we at the expo? Why are no?" It looked like tons of fun, from the karaoke to
I saw some of that.
Where's Waldo with Denny Carter? I thought that was really funny.
I didn't see that. What was that?
It was just popping up all over everybody's Twitter, like Denny sightings, and they'd have like funny pictures of him. Like one was like there was a panel of a lot of experts, and then Denny was on there just looking kind of Denny-like, just intense to the side, and so people are cropping him out, and I think Patrick Cerny at one point was just like, "I'm tired of seeing Denny in my feed. Like, I'm getting sick of him," So he's taking over the expo. I tweeted out a picture of Justin Bieber out to lunch with a police officer standing between him and like a bunch of fans, and I said, when you spot Denny Carter out at Canton, so he was popular. Apparently, that's what people were saying. So yeah,
he had a good.
Jealous. Yeah, so jealous.
He had a good tweet too. He said something like, "Yeah, it was a great weekend meeting all my internet friends for the first time and worrying about Delta the entire time I was there." So yeah. that's how that's how it goes.
Yeah. Well, that's why I didn't go. Honestly, I
Right.
wanted to, and I wanted to be with all those guys. I mean, Troy King, Dave Kluge, all the friends, the thieves that were there. And so yeah, it looked like a lot of fun. Also, I gotta tell you, Mike, my man, when you take a picture, I don't know what's going on, but there's always like a lot of neck in your pictures, Mike. Not you, Mike, a different Mike. FF Mike. You gotta not do the neck angle. You gotta put your chin down a little bit. It's just a fellow tip from a man of girthy proportions. Let's just put it that way. I've learned.
What do they do at the Fantasy Football Expo? Like, what do? They have booths, and then they just come and they just like, "Hi, I'm this person, and this is my booth." It sounds like it's like a science fair or something like that. Like,
yeah. Like they went back in time to like the 80s, and they're
they have booths. It's like, what do you do?
Take a sticker. Oh my God. Sticker, give that guy a sticker.
I mean, I want to go, but I just don't get it. Like, what do you got? Like, everybody who goes there is all in the industry. Like, is there are people who aren't in the industry who go to that thing? Like,
Yeah, there's fans. Like there's like 7 or 8 people who are fans, and then everyone flocks to them. It's like, buy my stuff, me. You know,
Yeah.
I mean that's what I assume because I'm not there. Because
right? We don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's just like that. I'm assuming that there's just a lot of inside baseballing.
They have panels and stuff like that.
Yes, they got live drafts, panels. My friend Jamie was supposed to present his DFS tool that they have over there for fan team advice. A really nice tool. So yeah, I mean, trying to get people to understand where your team of expert tools and kind of your content people are at, and bringing them all together to share. Now, I don't know how many people there are fans compared to people who are just presenters, and I think. It'd be nice to actually hear from some of them. So maybe we'll get some words from them. If anybody is a thief who's there, jumps in. We were doing Canton West over at Bo's. We had Colt, my man over there. So we had 3 thieves over with Bo too. So we were doing it up a little bit over there as well.
Yeah, but you didn't have any panels going, dude. You know what I'm saying?
No, we did not. We had no panels.
All I know is we're going next year. So the Fantasy Millionaires will be at the FF Expo next year. So can't wait. Putting it out there now, the millionaires will be rolling in hot. We will have a booth if that's what you do, and we'll try and get on some panels. I want to get on some panels.
Shout out Bob Long, who's crushing it over there with the FF Expo, and we do want to come next year. We're 100% coming. If there's not like an expedite variant or something by then.
Right.
I mean,
the Zeta variant by that point. So hopefully,
yeah.
I don't know what the Z word is in the Greek alphabet. Zega.
Well, I'm just hoping that for all of our sakes that we can just move past this real soon. Get vaccinated, everybody. That's the millionaire stance. Do your best to get vaxxed up if you are able to. If you're in a location that has vaccines, please do that for the good of the order, just for us all. Not trying to get political. Honestly.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen, coming from 2 vax guys, again, man, it's not bad. There's nothing popping over here. I mean, we're same as always. Like you got one bad day. That's what I only had one bad. I had 2 shots. I got the mRNA one, and the second shot was one bad day, and it was not fun. Like you will feel it, and I don't know if that's everybody, but I think most people you have a bad day. But it was weird. It's like I just woke up the next day and it was fine.
Well, you know what, I'd rather have a bad day than a bad life, and so I'm gonna take my chances with the vax myself. And
long-term COVID, dude, does not look like fun. I know so many people that are fine, they're good, they still can't smell stuff. Like they're like, I still can't smell potatoes, and I'm like, it sucks, man.
That's a game changer for me, man. I'm a smeller. I like smelling.
I know. I like just that alone, dude, would get me over there getting a shot. But all right, before.
Speaking of taking a shot.
So I want to know this before we start diving into stuff football related. When's your first drafts incoming, dude? Do you have any drafts this week?
I do actually have a draft this Wednesday night. I have a draft that I am doing for Pros versus Joes. So I got a draft there. Some of my guys. 7 p.m. I believe Eastern time is when that starts, and we'll be going. We'll be.
Tis the season.
It's draft season. It's official.
Yeah, tis the season. I got invited to the Wethcheese Mansion this weekend to take over the Preppers team to draft for him.
Oh wow! Look at
Turn it down. I'm not. It's not my team. I was just going to draft for him. I'm like, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and just live my life.
Well, he can't. The prepper can't get you to go in for him, draft, do the dirty work, and then just saddle up on the team. That's not what a prepper. Hey, preppers got to get their own shit together. That's like
I don't think the prepper want. I think the prepper is out on fantasy. So he's not doing his draft. He wanted somebody to draft for him. So
well, you should just quit the league. You can't have someone draft for you. I mean, what next thing you know, he's gonna be like putting cuckold things in the newspaper. I mean, come on, man.
I kind of wanted to do it though, because I was like, oh, get my first real live draft out of the way, and I could just experiment. But
crush too, because you got all the drunkards who are gonna be just sipping the cognac.
Yeah. So
wow. Shout out, the real BFFs.
Well, yeah, our draft's in 12 days, dude. So yeah, it's time to get real. So we're gonna. Were you gonna say something?
I was gonna say, speaking of getting real, did you want to talk about a little bit of the fan situation?
Well, yeah. So we're gonna do rounds 8 and 9.
We are.
That's the plan tonight. We're gonna cruise through, give you our thumbs up, thumbs down, or neutral on ADP. But yeah, let's suck a little football. We had some preseason, so let's talk about what was popping. This was popping over the weekend. I'm sure if you're on Twitter, you saw this. So
yeah, this was wild. This happened. I'm just gonna cue this up here. Watch this femme fatale here down below. She's an instrumental cog in the wheel of this experience here. These gentlemen talking some mad shit to this gentleman, which, I mean, you're on the same side, so you might as well find something to argue about, but we'll figure it out. Let's just kind of unroll the clip here. Let's go to the videotape, as Warner Wolf would say. Shout out. Rest in peace. Now watch this. All of a sudden, okay,
yeah,
okay, suck it, middle finger, suck it. Watch out. Down below comes
boom,
soda.
Boom, backhand.
So it's like Randy Savage slap chopping people.
And then this dude doing really good for a second, like he's beating them all up. And then look at that guy. Pause it. You see that guy? Who is that? Somebody kicks him over. Homeboy was taking care of business. Watch this dirty, I've watched this like 10 times. I wanted to find out who kicks this dude.
Because holding him.
Yeah. Now somebody right here, you never see who it is. Just is like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and survive. And I'm going to feed this dude to the lions. Watch. They just kick him. They kick him right down. Here it comes. Yep. He gets his butt right.
I see that. Yeah. It's right here. Right there, right.
Yeah, and that's it. And then that's the end of this man. Like he was like a Spartan.
2 feet.
Yeah, he was straight up like one of the 300 for a second, like just taking care of business, and then now he's getting the business.
He's getting
bad
down. Oh, all right. So here's the question. I can't make this stop on my screen.
Here's the question. Was that your favorite thing of preseason this weekend?
Yes. I love this. I mean, honestly, it wasn't my
football is back. Football is back.
It does mean football's back. No, I love just watching all the different players. I like seeing regular football being there. It did get me thinking, though, what is it gonna be like for fans, who have been trapped inside for maybe this is 18 months to 24 months of not being in football stadiums. This is a long time back for some people. You can see people in LA, beautiful weather. Might as well punch a friend in the face when you're at the game, or 8 different people with your chopper, So what do you think is going to happen? Do you think it's going to be a lot more of this, or is the NFL going to kind of nip this in the bud?
No. There's going to be a lot of these videos all throughout the season. Because that's what people still haven't gotten. Like our kids are going to get it. This next generation is going to realize everything they do is probably going to go on the internet somewhere. These people, they're drunk. They're not realizing. Many of these people might have gotten criminal charges, and this is going to happen. This is the first game. I mean, every weekend we'll see something like this. I bet you.
Okay, so let's put this. Let's judge this. This is the first preseason.
Yeah,
fight.
over under. Is there more of these than Kyle Pitts touchdowns?
Oh, there'll be every one of these. We'll look for one each week. I'll find fan fight videos. We'll judge which one's our favorite. This one's our favorite so far. It had one guy whooping. It had a guy kicking him with his loafers in the ass down into the pit where everyone started.
Mystery man.
Him. Yeah, mystery man. Nice.
Or woman. I don't know.
Nice shoes. That's some good kick grip as well. Double kick, laid out, flat out with the feet. This is a good one. This gets me like an 8.5 out of 10 for fights. No one got too hurt either. I don't like anybody getting too hurt in the fights. I want lots of action and like minimal hurtage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no blood.
Nah, none like that. No contusions. Just
yeah.
Ego. You go drink like 10 more beers, you're okay.
Yeah.
So. No, I like that. Okay, so that we just wanted to see that's what I liked. What did you like? What about me? I'm all wild with this kind of stuff. Anybody stand out performance wise to you?
Okay, performance wise, man, trying not to overreact to the talent of all of the rookie quarterbacks this past weekend.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Every single one looks like they are going to be a star. Zach Wilson, dude, I'm adjusting the freaking ranks, dude. Like,
season though. Remember, it's preseason.
I still, man.
I know.
I'm trying not to. I'm just saying. I do think that. I think that this was a special draft class of quarterbacks, and I actually think, I'm trying not to overreact, but you see guys come in and look a certain way, and knowing how they've been drafted and how they're going to be used, you really do start to think like, man, each one of these guys could have a special NFL career. Like this could be like the 84 draft.
It could be, and what you saw, I think, was the flashes of athleticism, particularly in Justin Fields scrambling out of the pocket and going around for that touchdown. That was great, and then Trey Lance with that bullet pass down across the field from basically, I think it looked like the left hash to the right sideline, which is just a tomahawk missile. That was great. A little known fact. I didn't know this. That was the longest pass ever in Jimmy Garoppolo's career, +2. So Jimmy Garoppolo's never thrown a ball that long in his whole career. That's a preseason game, but still, you're looking at just like the raw, untapped. Like this guy can sling it. Now he went 5 for 14 or whatever, 5 for 13. But. You saw it. They were the story. Every single one of them had a play that stood out that went, wow, that's a guy right there who's going to be around. But we'll see. It is early, and the vanilla defenses are out. I mean, no one's scheming right now to stop these guys. So, we'll see.
There's just things that you saw, like, Justin Fields, everybody was just, didn't he, what was this passer? What wasn't it like 150
million or something?
Yeah.
$1 million, just $1 million.
Right. Right. He looked phenomenal. Had a fumble, got a little wild, tried to go a little Lamar Jackson on one play, but he was probably had the most amount of just internet hype on him. Everybody was just going gaga over him, but everyone looked good. Mac Jones looked good. I just watched highlights. I didn't go through and I wasn't watching all these games. I was working on Saturday night, but I went back and just was watching, different plays. That one play that Trevor Lawrence threw to Marvin Jones, to me, that's evidence that he is, he's gonna be the Trevor Lawrence. He's gonna be, this Peyton Manning, Andrew Luck type player that everyone has been, forecasting him to be, because that play, he had a ton of time. But the way he just moved around a little bit and just, boom, just was like, oh yeah, here we go. Boom. Just throws, just a great looking pass and gives it Marvin Jones a perfect opportunity to make a play. and just all those guys like Mac Jones, they're saying he's running the offense but way better than Cam Newton was running it when he first got into New England. So like, I don't know. I'm excited.
Story to watch. I mean, Denny and I were talking while we were golfing, and you were, not with us. You were with Caleb, but he was talking about one of the funniest things is how Kyle Shanahan, each time they talk about Trey Lance, he like pretends like he doesn't know the guy. You know what I mean? And he's just like, Trey Lance, you like his performance? Like who? I never heard of him before. No, I mean he's got stuff to grow. He's a rookie. So I'm interested to see now kind of how he feels about that because he is raw. But what I've heard in camp is that Jimmy Garoppolo has the starting job right now. It is his. And so, there's going to have to be something that happens in camp or with Jimmy G maybe injury or something to kind of derail that. But Justin Fields, he could definitely start week 1. If not week 2. They did come out. Matt Nagy came out and said that that Andy Dalton is their starter. And then I think I saw Denny tweet out something like, "Oh yeah, sure." He goes in for one play. He's the starter, and then Justin Fields comes in because I don't know. It just doesn't give you a chance. I don't think Andy Dalton gives you a chance to win this season, and then also into future seasons. He might give you a few games here and there, but Justin Fields is the future. Give him the keys right now. Let him play. Let him figure it out. You're going to watch somebody who is has got 4 speed, 3.5 speed. It's kind of it's debatable, but this guy is a speed merchant, man. He's going to be another Kyler Murray, another person who's just hard to be able to guard down by the goal line. So way more upside than Andy the Red Rifle.
Well, they're already saying it too. The Bears camp. Everyone's just like, it's Andy Dalton is the starter. Wink, wink. Like, it's just coach talk. It's
right.
Everyone is like Justin Fields is the by far and away better quarterback currently. Like it doesn't need to develop today. Right now. That's the word on the street. So
I love that word on the street. I'll tell you the word on the street from me watching. I like PJ Walker down in Carolina.
Oh yeah, PJ Walker looks so good too. I think he's going to get the starting job
from Sam Darnold. No.
Yeah, right.
They gave up picks for that. Calm down there. Calm down.
I don't know, man. I think PJ Walker takes that job, dude.
Maybe eventually, but not coming out of camp. Sam Darnold
not coming out of camp.
Yeah, Sam Darnold has to really shit the bed in real life to get that. You know, yeah,
which he will.
He will. Right, exactly. Terrace Marshall, man, he looked really good. I like him. He will be adjusted on the ranks, and he's already in my best ball forecast. I always like him on the best ball side of things, but he's somebody who, if you can get him in your home redraft league, around 14, 15, I think that guy he's got at least 600 to 800 yard potential. 5 touchdowns, maybe 50 catches. That's a good player. That's like that's a wide receiver 4. You want that. So I think he's got that. He's not the same as Curtis Samuel, but last year, this offense, a different quarterback, Teddy Bridgewater, but same coach, right? And they didn't have CMC, so a lot of the targets were not being funneled to CMC. But this offense produced 3 top 30 wide receivers in Robbie Anderson, Curtis Samuel, and DJ Moore. Even though DJ Moore had a down year, we're still talking 200 plus points, 700 points between 3 wide receivers. Terrace Marshall has got to get some of those. Some of those got to go to him. Not going to the tight end. They're not going to anybody on the tight end. So I love Terrace Marshall. He's a big old slot receiver. So keep your eye on him as well.
All right. Well, now that we're talking players, why don't we just jump into rounds 8 and 9, and we'll just start moving through and do as we do, Fantasy Millionaire style, thumb up, thumb down, or neutral on rounds 8 and 9. And so it's shifted around a little bit. So I guess we already did DJ Chark. We already did Matt Stafford.
We'll start with Logan Thomas here.
So we would start at Logan Thomas for this episode.
Logan.
Yes.
We don't have the fancy graphics. Your boy was traveling with Bo Mick Big Time, or Bo Mick Big Time. So please forgive the lack of graphics. We're doing it straight from Fantasy Pros. Do check them out. We don't have any paid endorsements with them. What I would honestly check out, by the way, is runthesims.com. Last week I put out some amazing videos about their DFS content, about their fantasy football content. I'm doing more coming this week. Please do check them out. I had like over, 5,000 views or something. They were hot. So do get those going. So Logan Thomas, what is he? Tight end number 9 for us, or number 10, I believe. What does it say? Well, where are we at?
You see that's on your little graphic, so I don't know where he's ranked in the tight end rankings, but
tight end. He's tight end 9, positional right here, tight end 9.
Okay, yeah,
right
tight end
around,
9. Okay,
right around that 9-10. Last year he finished, I think he was 3rd, so that gives you some context from last year.
Was he 3rd?
I do believe so. Yeah.
Jeez.
I'll check and see.
No, you're right. 3rd. He was 3rd in the BFF. So 3rd, by a large margin behind Darren Waller. So to me, this is where I would be open to looking for my tight end 1 if I'm not getting Kelsey or Waller. And all the people that are going higher than him, I'm so Cash's position on Logan Thomas, big thumbs up.
Yeah.
Big thumbs up. I'm a big believer in this dude's talent. He everybody loves Kyle Pitts. He's the darling of the early round tight end team. Logan Thomas, 6'6", 250, and I guarantee you he has better hands right now at this point in time. Like, that guy has hands. That's the thing that sticks out to me. He made so many amazing catches, and he was also targeted 110 times last year on that offense. So now he's getting upgraded at quarterback, and he's already proven that he is an extremely valuable commodity for Ron Rivera. So I am 100% thumbs up on Logan Thomas at this ADP.
I'm going to say I am with you, and we're not near each other. Are you 4th or 5th or something like that?
I forget. I
8th?
don't know. I'm 6th. I'm 6th.
Yeah, we're not.
Oh, yeah. So we are nice and far from each other. That's nice.
But if Logan Thomas does not, you don't scoop him, I'll probably get him on the back end coming away. But I will say I'm with you. I like him. I'm going to grab him. I have him in a lot of my best balls already. And by the way, if you're not drafting on Underdog right now, you're missing out. My man Johnny Cakesalville of the Junkies today jumped into our little crab cake invitational league we have down here for the local Maryland homies. My man Mike with the upsell. They said, what do I sign up for? Mike said, promo code Nimble. I loved it, Mike. Cha-ching. We got another guy signed up. Please come to the Underdog. Play best ball with us. The Puppy 3 just launched. They've heard the word of the people. They want more gambling. They want more $5 entries. Get in slow drafts. $5 fast drafts. Slow drafts are only around for like 2 more days, folks. So get in quick. They're going to only be fast drafts after this because the season's coming. So, I'm really excited about Underdog. Did I do a good job on that one, Mike? Was that good?
Yeah, shout out to Cakes, dude. Welcome to the world.
Yeah, we love it. We're big fans of Money Metal Cakes. That's Money Metal Cakes on Twitter. He is one of the 4 junkies here in the Washington, D.C. area. The sports junkie's been around for 30-plus years. Truly an inspiration, not going to lie. Would not be here today if I hadn't woken up for years listening to those guys. And it's just really cool to be able to fantasy football with people like that. So anyway, I'm a Logan Thomas guy as well. I'm also a next guy, Ryan Tannehill. Oh, we've talked about his weapons. We talked about AJ. We talked about Julio, right? We are, I'm guessing, maybe a little bit above average. Maybe I'm a little bit above average than you, but I'm a big Tanny thrill guy this year. 40 plus touchdown upside. If you count his rushing touchdowns from last year, he hit that mark. So, I mean, you're talking a sneaky top 5 upside this year.
Yes, we are lockstep here. Big thumbs up here again. I feel like the last rounds there's a lot of like neutral and thumbs down because the draft capital is so high. These are rounds where you're getting people that I believe should be going higher, and Ryan Tannehill completely fits that profile. So it's a huge thumbs up here for me. This is where I'm hoping to just like make my beast team, and he's still hanging around here in the 8th, and I can fill in my QB1 with him.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get a little bigger screen so my co-host can actually see it. Is that better? Can you see now?
Yeah, it's great.
Sorry about that. Okay, so we're down here. Next up is our guy, Brandon Cooks. What do you think about this? This is a nebulous position here. I don't think our boy Deshaun Watson's playing. Do you have any value for Cooks here if he's not playing?
Yeah, human sex trafficking charges now. Is that? I mean,
what? Is that happening?
I heard. Didn't you hear that? Did you not hear that?
I was at a compound in NorCal getting the Nimble team ready for the DFS punch of the 2020.
I hope I didn't read this off Barry McCorkner's.
I'm just going to say.
Right. It's all alleged. It's all alleged.
Everything. This whole show's alleged.
The whole Watson saga. It's all alleged.
Allegedly.
Yes. Allegedly. And hopefully I'm not the one alleging it. I didn't pay attention, it just came across the thing like, oh, here's another one. I hope this isn't Barry McCorkner like infiltrating my mind. I was thinking about that dude. That dude's a real a-hole, man. Because seriously.
It's not even Barry McCorkner. It's Barry
McCockner, whatever your effing name is.
It's Barry my cock in her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Everything. That guy. I hate it. I hate it because he just comes into my timeline and like it's all stuff that's real, and then he's in the middle of it, and then I like absorb his bullshit, and it pisses me off, man.
You gotta block that guy. You gotta block the Barry McCockner.
Yeah, I think I do, but it's funny. Then once I figure out it's him, I'm like, oh, it's funny, but it's really not funny. It's like stupid. Like you're messing with everyone's mind. There's so many people going around just saying bullshit because of you, dude.
Well, there's other guys too who do it, and then like it's so funny to watch people. Like one time, one of my friends who follows me, he tweeted out to like 10 analysts, like, what do you think about this news about Aaron Rodgers? Like you said, like bitch slapping, and then it was totally by Barry McCorkner, McCockner or whatever.
Yeah. I don't even know if Deshaun Watson is facing human sexual trafficking charges thanks to that asshole. I have no confidence in anything anymore.
Right. Well, I'll tell you the confidence you can have is that as soon as we saw that it was Barry McCockner, somebody was like, "No, man, you got."
He just fits in though, like he just gets absorbed. Like he's like a virus,
He is a virus. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not touching any Cox or Cooks or anybody.
I'm not touching Brandon Cooks. That's for sure. Yeah. Thumbs down. Thumbs down.
All right. So Bo McBigtime, love you, brother. This is somebody who we differ on. Bo McBigtime hates Patriot running backs because of the Patriot running back handler, i.e. Bill Belichick, i.e. I'm gonna play one guy and give him like 7 touchdowns in like 2 weeks, and then I'm never gonna play him again, and stuff like that he's done. But I mean, you've seen Damien Harris last year. You got a sample size of his ability to move the chains. He is a strong runner. He was a strong runner out of Alabama. What do you think happens this year? What do you like? Do you like him? Do you not like him? I like him. I like him. I like him. What do you think?
Oh, good. I love it when we get to educate Bo McBigtime. Because the dude, he's an encyclopedia. Everyone's got holes, bro. Everyone's got gaps in their knowledge. Here's one for you, Bo. Almost every single year since Tom Brady's been on that team, they have an RB2 on their team for fantasy purposes. And this looks like another strong candidate to me for a nice, good RB2 in the 8th round.
Education bomb. Boom.
Yeah. Let's pay attention. Let's pay attention.
Yeah, I like it. And here's the thing. I've been on him since last year. I've been talking about him a little bit underneath the hush-hush tones of the industry back mock drafts. People are like, oh, you're fading Sony Michel. Yeah, I'm fading Sonny Michel. He gets a stiff breeze and he falls backwards and minuses a yard. So, you can't trust him. I don't know if he makes the team. They didn't re-sign him for his 5th-year option. You have a running back. You want to re-sign him because you want to use him up. No, Sonny Michel, they want to just get rid of him. I bet you they cut him at the end of camp. And it's Ramondre Stevenson and it's Damian Harris. And then,
I mean, they do have a freaking loaded backfield, though. I mean, it's crazy. They got do they still have Brandon Bolden on that team? I mean,
who knows?
Yeah, I mean, no, they have a little bit like Ramondre Stevenson. That was another guy. I forgot to mention him in our preseason what popped segment because he sure popped. He popped for like 85 yards on one play.
Yeah, I did.
So Bo's stance would make sense for him, not for the feature back. I do believe Damian Harris has established himself as someone that will be getting the lion's shares of the offense, and it's weird. You don't realize it, but Patriots running backs always have a good RB2 on that team.
Yeah,
almost every year.
I think Bo's argument might be, if I remember it correctly, Cam Newton more of the goal line back there. But you know what? Cam Newton banged up, shoulder issues, getting along in the teeth. And I don't know if you want to get banged up anymore because you got a rookie who's breathing down your neck who apparently knows the offense a little bit better than you do. Be careful what you wish for. I think he's a great little steal. Okay. Next up, we have Trey Sermon, rookie running back, San Francisco. Have we had Mostert yet or no? I'm not sure.
Yeah, we had Mostert.
Okay. So next round over. We're here in the 8th round right now. Well, what do you think of gobbling up that backfield? Just looking for the touches alone. They're one of the top teams the last 5 years who've run the football the most. It's them. Also, of course, the Ravens are always number 1. So, but you have them right there at number 2. So, who are you?
Thumbs up. Thumbs up on Trey Sermon. Yeah. He's a must draft if you have Mostert, and
I agree with that.
Yeah, and even if you don't,
it's not a handcuff issue either. It's more an opportunity share, and both of them going to have value, I think. So
I believe that too. I believe it's a 50-50 backfield. I think he's going to be getting a ton of volume throughout the season, and then if there's any injuries with Mostert, he's gonna take over. And yeah, I mean, again, he's a rookie, but I mean,
Ohio State's not a rookie though. Like
right.
Look at Terry McLaurin. He's good at Ohio State.
Dude, Ohio State, Clemson, Alabama. You're not talking like just these guys are ready to go, man. Like he's ready to go.
I agree. I love it. And I think he's a real value if you can get him as your RB4. Maybe by the end of the year, he's getting you that RB2 flex option. And listen, this is the thing I like the most about fantasy football. Everybody has value at some point, and everybody has value. Every player has value each week, and their value fluctuates depending on matchups, cornerbacks. We'll talk about this when we get into the season. If this is your first time going through a season with us, what we do each week is we don't do this because we're not breaking down the draft. We get into elevate, mitigate, eviscerate. Who are the players that you should be playing this week? Are you sitting Julio Jones? Last year we had to sit him at certain times. Are we sitting other players? Like we go through, we talk about who you start, who you sit. And really what you have to understand through the whole course of the year with all these players is that their value is going to change from game to game. It's not going to be the same every single time. And so Trey Sermon will have games where maybe he doesn't have a lot of points. And so if somebody drops him in the beginning of the year and somebody's like, man, he didn't do anything the first couple weeks. Good. Grab him, hold him. Just wait. He's like a tree that you plant, like a bamboo seed. Wait a few weeks, see what happens. Nothing happens. It's fine. By the end of the year, I bet you it's sprouting. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm with you. All right, so we'll do Tyler Boyd next.
Ooh, and this is the third. Yeah, this is the third wide receiver from Cincinnati. We already went Jamar Chase a long time ago, and then T. Higgins a couple rounds ago. So that was 5th and 7th round, I believe.
Freaking steal in the 8th round. Big thumbs up. Big thumbs up.
One of the top 10 wide slot receivers in the game for sure. And so just a big body, a target.
Yeah, 6'2", 205 pounds. Like, dude, he's bigger than Jamar Chase. I mean, and he's been the wide receiver one every single year he's been on that team. So everyone just projecting Jamar Chase so high. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, and I'll say this, and this is just in straight PPR, maybe not in the BFFs. T. Higgins finished one spot in front of him, but I mean, it's like one point, a couple points. Like,
he had a weird. He had some sort of like, I was looking at his stats, and I don't remember it, but he only started 8 games last year, so I don't remember if he was dealing with an injury or what. He only started 8 games. He only had 110 targets, so I don't remember exactly what happened. I have him on my dynasty team, so I'm like sad I don't remember, but still had 841 yards. So I mean, he is the wide receiver one on that team, and he just didn't finish that way just because of injury.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, I like it as a wide receiver 3 in that offense. Right. I think he returns wide receiver 2 upside, and even if he doesn't become the wide receiver 2 on his team, you know what? Deontay Johnson in some scoring was the wide receiver 3 in the Pittsburgh Steelers last year, but like a couple points behind Chase Claypool, a couple points behind Juju. They're all in the top 25, 23. You know what I mean? So like, you're also talking about an offense that could have 3 1,000-yard receivers this year.
But,
they could do
yeah,
that.
But this is your biggest opportunity, I believe, at a wide receiver 3 being a wide receiver 1
in this late round. Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
like out of all the teams, the way ADP is working,
well, Antonio Brown coming up could definitely do that too. But I mean, that's just
Yeah. No, he's
upside wise having his background, but I don't know.
But I think the highest likelihood is Tyler Boyd. Like if I'm putting percentages on it,
I agree. I like that. It's no disagreements on that. So next comes a tight end, number 10, and Robert Funyon. Don't call me Bunyan. Robert Tonyan. He finished the year as tight end 4 last year. And so surprise, double-digit touchdowns. He had long touchdowns. He had long passes. Just kind of a revelation last year, running out of the slot as a big stand-up tight end. What do you think about him here at tight end number 10? Thumbs up, thumbs down, neutral, where you at?
I'm looking at his profile pic. He's a handsome man. That's the first thing that's popping out at me. Yeah, he's handsome.
Listen, let me just say, I'm part of the world's sexiest DFS show for now. So I'm looking at him and going, yeah, he could come on the show.
Yeah, he's good looking. Like, what a good looking dude. I didn't realize, like, I guess I'm always just seeing him with this helmet. I never really paid attention. Yeah, he kind of came out of nowhere last year. Now that they got A-Raj back on that team, yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, he was what was he last year? He was
tight end
4. Yeah, he was like 1 point behind Logan Thomas in the BFS. So, I'd say thumb up here. I'd grab him.
I like him too, and he's a best ball, little sneaky play, around 10, 11, and Aaron Rodgers. I hope you bought the dip on that guy, because I did. I bought the dip, and now he's hard to get. But anyway, I digress. So I'm with you. All right, now we're jumping down a little bit to Debo Samuel. Debo, a lot like Kittle last year, a lot of potential, a lot of athleticism. Can really bring it. Just plays that go. Put your mind. You go, whoa! Look at that play. But he battled injury. That style, his just running back style as a wide receiver. He was not there the whole season. That kind of made him depressed. Last year he was a darling. Are we buying the dip, or do we want to
buy the dip? Big thumbs up from my man Debo. Would love to grab him at this point.
Love it.
They're going to be running plays for Debo. That's 100% for sure. And when he's on the football field, like you just said, he's electric.
Yeah,
he's incredibly hard to tackle. He's a running back playing wide receiver, and they build their offense to feature him specifically. So it's dude, I love it. I love it when players get injured the year before and you can grab them this late. He's perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. I do like him as a value play. He's not in wide receiver 2 theory because I think that there's uncertainty in the quarterback position. So I'm not going to be targeting anybody in that build. I think the narratives there that kind of could be erratic in who it is, but I do think there's a lot of upside. I mean, he could have weekly wide receiver 1 upside in that offense for sure. So maybe I have to rethink wide receiver 2 theory. I don't know. Maybe you're selling me here on him as we think. All right. I'm a thumbs up on Debo as well. Next is David Johnson, our second Houston. All right, we're moving on. Next after David Johnson.
Thumbs down, dude. So far, everyone has been thumbs up. There's been no neutral in this round, so he's a huge thumb down, dude. He's 29. He's 29. He's going to be 30 this year during the season. December 16th, he turns 30 years old. He's an old man. He old ass man, y'all. He old ass man.
In dog years, he is really old, guys.
Yeah.
So he's an NFL dog, you know.
And you got Mark Ingram and Phillip Lindsay on that team too.
Yeah, I mean,
and no Deshaun Watson.
I'm a big no on the Texans this year, big time across the board, except for their defense, like who's playing against them. I'm going to be playing them at DFS like a maniac, you know, so that kind of stuff. So, anywho, skipping David Johnson, I like that call. All right, what about Zach Moss? This is late. We're at the back end here of round 8. First Bills running back coming across the board here. What do you think about Zach Moss? Rookie coming in against the incumbent last year. Neither one of them really set themselves up. Singletary, now Moss is a little sidelined, a little dinged up right now. Singletary's getting a little bit reps, but what do you think long term about this backfield split?
I want to go neutral on somebody in this round. I'm going thumbs down, dude. I don't even know. I'm not sure if he's better than Devin Singletary, you know. And
Matt Breida's there, your boy. You know about that
guy too. Yeah, he just went off the radar last year, so I'm not really too worried about him. But I think Devin Singletary might be better than him. I have no idea. Like they're just both so
there.
Yeah, they don't do anything with running backs when they get in the red zone. I mean, they're just 100%. We're going to throw the ball into the end zone. So either running back has value.
Allen, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
They don't have a high percentage of red zone snaps to RBs. You're exactly right. I think there's value there, maybe, but you never want someone to get injured. But if there is an injury, I think that might give you more of a value there if you know the clarity. But otherwise, I'm just kind of avoiding. I think there's better players running back wise in this round. To target or in this area to target. So yeah, I'm out. Not gonna do that. Next, I know somebody who is your boy, and I'm gonna let you talk about him. Sir Antonio Brown III has a championship under his belt now. What say ye about he?
Sir Antonio Brown is undisputedly a top 10 wide receiver of all time. Okay.
Yes.
Undisputedly
top 5,
and well, he's working his way up the board with his statistics, and his talent, I believe, is top 5. He is just ridiculously talented, and just went through some stuff mentally that almost cost him his career, and then the Tom Brady Magic Man had him do a sleepover at his house a couple times, and he just I don't know what he did to him while he was sleeping.
I'm gonna put my hands on you.
I mean, yeah, like he just whispered positive thoughts in his ear at night while he's sleeping. All I know is we haven't seen any mischief from Sir Antonio Brown in quite some time, So I am hyped to get him at this point. It's big thumbs up for me. I think it's a Green Bay Packer, Tampa Bay NFC showdown again, and I think Antonio Brown is the second most likely wide receiver 3 to finish a wide receiver 1.
Yeah. And by the way, the article's not out. I did a little bit of work on it today on the plane ride. I'm going to do a little bit of work on it more this week. It'll be coming out soon. I'll tell you this stat, though. 44% of wide receiver ones were picked by us last year correctly on all the teams, if you look at the data. And so that's not great. 56% of the time we were wrong. 13 out of 32 wide receiver 2s usurped the wide receiver 1 on their team and took the title from them. So that included Calvin Ridley, DK Metcalf, Robert Woods, all these different people. So there's just a lot of value to be had at this stage with wide receivers. Antonio Brown fits the mold. He happens to be a wide receiver 2 theory candidate this year. Big ups for Antonio. Whether you like him as a person or not, it doesn't matter on this age. But I'll say this: if Tom Brady was encouraging me, you hear the stories of TB. This is what kind of won me over for him. Like I didn't like Bill Belichick over the years. Like if you really wanted me to get into who I didn't like, it was Bill Belichick. I didn't like him. He was very smug how he talked to people. He didn't really open up, and Tom Brady would do that kind of stuff too. It just bothered me. Not that you have to give everybody everything, but just just play the game a little better. I didn't like it. It's just kind of his own ambiance. So Tom Brady moving away from him and just kind of you hear the stories of him just being Tom Brady and texting his team. It's like, we're going to win today. We're the best. We're going to win. You're going to do great. You're going to do great. Antonio Brown needed that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what he needed. We all need somebody to do that, to be our cheerleader. So it's just, I think it's a fruit of Tom Brady. Like you said, the sleepover attitude.
Dude, I saw a quote from Tom Brady.
Bro, come on.
Yeah, I saw a quote from Tom Brady that said, which ring is your favorite ring? He said, my favorite ring is the next ring. I was like, that's a champion. That's a GOAT right there. That's how GOATs talk. Why doubt that guy? Why doubt it? So yeah, Tampa Bay is going to be problems this year.
Yeah. Well, that's the 8th round. Now we're jumping into the 9th round. So by now, if you're in the 9th round, you've got 4 picks made. I'm guessing between you and me, if I'm drafting, I probably have 3 running backs, 3 wide receivers, probably maybe a tight end, maybe not, maybe a quarterback. It's kind of my build right now. So in these rounds, what are you looking for as you're kind of filling out your roster? Are you going upside value, rookie, sleeper, your guy, if somebody drops to you? How are you managing these rounds before you get into round number 9?
Yeah, I think it's all about upside at this point. That's probably, I'm gonna be responding to, what I think are weaknesses on my team at this point. So if my team's completely balanced, I'm gonna be looking for guys that are gonna be the home run hitters, that could, end up going, in rounds 3 or 4 next year. I don't know if Ronald Jones is that, but he's thumbs up for me. I'm definitely snagging him here. To me, I'm very interested to see. I gotta see more. What they look like in the preseason. 12 days till to BFF's draft. But I would draft Ronald Jones right now at the turn at round 9 for sure.
I think he's a good value, and I'm taking him this year over Leonard Fournette. That's just something I'm looking at long term. I think that Leonard Fournette, he's great at being playoff Lenny, and I think that last year he was hurt a little bit. He was getting better. Ronald Jones is the workhorse, and then Lenny's like the icing on top. You know what I mean? So I think that I'd rather have Ronald Jones right now. PPR wise, just I think he'll get more touches. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Next, talking about upside, Jalen Hurts last year came in. He averaged 24 points in PPR leagues in the last 4 games or 3 games. They're 4 games, which is great. When you're, a rushing quarterback, I think that's in DraftKings, he averaged 24 points. So maybe in other leagues, he averaged even more. So Jalen Hurts, what do you think about him? I think we're a little bit different on this. You thumbs up here for him or you thumbs down?
Huge thumbs up. Huge thumbs up.
Huge.
That's
huge. Continental Delta, huge.
Yeah, huge. Yeah. I'm not worried about Philly trading for Deshaun Watson thanks to all this drama too. So he's going to be the starting QB, and in his 4-game sample size last year, we saw someone who threw for 1,000 yards in 4 games. Okay, it's nice. 1,000 yards, that's good. Yeah, 4,000 yard season. Yeah, that's nice. 6 TDs. 24, multiply it by 4. Okay. Then 350 rushing yards.
Oh, hello.
What? He would have broke Lamar Jackson's record at this pace, I believe. So this is I think people are sleeping on my boy Jalen Hurts, dude. And now he has Devontae Smith on his team. Jalen Reagor popped his first game. I believe Jalen Hurts is going to be a fantasy darling. I believe he's going to be he's going to be a league winner, because if you can get him this late and just load up the box on everybody else, he's going to be nice. That's the cash stance.
Okay, I like that. I like that stance. I'm going to say that rushing upside is there. I also think that if he can be accurate and Devontae Smith can stay healthy, that you do have that chance. And Devontae Smith, I think, is an upside type player as well, where if he can stay healthy, then he's got a huge upside. He's got 1,000-yard season in him. He's not breaking Justin Jefferson's 1,400 yards, but maybe he's getting 1,100. Maybe he's got 8 touchdowns. Maybe he's got 75, 80 catches, which is a wide receiver too, for sure. Maybe wide receiver, 17 or 16. It's a good play. So there's upside there, but we're also we're not sure if he can be accurate. 52% is not good in the season that we saw last year. He's got to get better there. So, but I digress.
He had a guy, his number 1 wide receiver came off the practice squad. So
his name was, I think,
Travis Fulgham.
No, I think wasn't it Mark Wahlberg? Wasn't he the guy?
Vince Papali.
Papali was out there catching touchdowns. Hey, who's that kid? Yeah. So no, well, speaking of upside in this round, we're talking Antonio Brown a little bit. The next guy sitting out game 1, suspended because he finally took some care of his body last year, and apparently that involved allegedly taking steroids. Allegedly, he's suspended for the first game, but wink, wink, he really is. But Will Fuller is in Miami now, an offense that has Tua, who is known to throw the ball deep to people who are wide open. He likes to do that, and Will Fuller can separate for sure. What do you think about Will Fuller this year? Yeah, man. He's going to be a sexy person for all 10 of the games that he plays. So you've got a wide receiver 1 for 10 games. Draft accordingly. Right. That's the tweet. Yeah. And that's the tweet right there. If JJ Zacharyson tweeted that out, it would get like 7,000 likes. So, shout out JJ Zacharyson. He tweeted out something, and Shithead Steve picked it up. So it's just ginormous. So
is he on Twitter?
Who? Shithead Steve?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I thought he was an Instagram guy. No,
he did. He took it, and it became such a huge meme on Twitter. It became so popular on Twitter that Shithead Steve memed it. So I don't know. I'll have to find it. I'm a little bit behind. Traveling is not the best thing, but I'm gonna see if I can find that for my tweet of the week. That it was not mine. Maybe I'll have to go to JJ's Insta. So, I like Will Fuller too. I think he is going to be a great lotto ticket for the time he plays. Also, like Jalen Waddle there too. So if you can get kind of both of them and ride the wave, the Waddle Fuller wave, that'll be fun. So after that, talking about riding the wave, Joe Burrow coming off an injury that I actually had recorded on my phone from the game last year. They showed one replay in the red zone. I watched it. Man, that dude's leg inverted. It looks so terrible. He's back. Do you have confidence drafting him as your QB1? Because this is like a back end QB1 here, or do you need to double dip with him? If you're getting him, you're getting Hurts. If you're getting him, you got somebody else already up front, Tannehill or somebody else. Or are you able to go into the season with just, him? I'm just, you feel my fear in my voice, but what about you? Are you a little bit more, stalwart in that or no?
Well, I if he's your QB1, yeah, you want to make sure that you have somebody of his ilk in the next round. I don't know who's going to still be available, but I'm confident that he has a good year. So, any updates as far as his week 1 availability? Are they saying he is projected to start week 1? Because that's also another thing you kind of got to think about. Like, is he going to sit for 2 games or whatever? His knee injury was yucky. Like,
yeah,
that wasn't just an ACL tear. That was like all 3 of them. That was like your PCL, your MCL, and your ACL. I mean, he just got crunched.
Mine tore when I went over to take the picture after I saw his tear. A little bit of mine just ripped inside. Like, man, that was just so tough. And I believe in him coming back. I just don't believe in. I mean, oh man, I just don't know. I'd rather have him and then Justin Fields, or him and somebody else, and have him and Trevor Lawrence, because then you have 2 guys instead of 1. This is the year of the 2 quarterback. Listen, I was on with Adam Rank. We've called it. It's the year of the 2 quarterback, and we're calling it the Pandy. Hashtag Adam Rank said it. So that's all I have to say.
Okay. Yeah. So it's a Pandy strategy.
Yeah, it's a Pandy strategy. 2 QB Pandy strategy. That's
Pandy strategy, 2 QB. So he's a perfect candidate because I think his upside is ridiculous.
You do, but he's have some insurance. You have to have somebody who you
I'm
can
with you.
ride or die with, because Burrow's a little bit fragile, I believe. He hits the fear button for me a little bit. So that's
me too, just because of that knee injury. But the upside is, he won't be in the 9th round next year if he, gets back on track.
Got studs. If you also can stack attack him, a little stack attack, that'd be great. Get him with Boyd the week, the round before, a couple rounds before, get with Higgins, that'd be great. So, okay. So moving down the chart, here we go. Jarvis Landry, perennial undervalued player.
Oh yeah, every year he's undervalued.
But last year he was not overvalued, but he was valued because Odell Beckham's injury. Now, he's kind of pushed down the ranks. They're a running team, blah, 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 stuff. Baker Mayfield's terrible, whatever. That's, all the things have been said. Not me, allegedly. I'm saying that's what people have said. What do you think about him? A sneaky little grab here?
I'm neutral here, and I love Jarvis Landry, and I want to say, so this is me undervaluing him. Okay. I'm giving him my first neutral designation on this show. I would never ever do a thumbs down.
Take a stance.
No, I'm taking this is my stance. I would never ever do a thumbs down on Jarvis Landry.
I would never do it either. He'll come back to get you.
Yeah. I mean, again, this is why I'm not thumbs up. You have Odell Beckham. You have that offense, the way they run the football. He's the wide receiver 2 on that team. He's going to have a good year. If he's your wide receiver, 4, if he's your wide receiver 5, you've got a sick team. I think he's going to be somebody that you can plug in at the wide receiver 3 spot plenty of weeks. When the Browns are scheming, and Odell's dealing, with the defense concentrating their eyes on him. That guy is a football player, dude. Like I love him. So I hate saying neutral. I can't believe I'm saying it.
Well, you're not. The actions speak louder than words. You know what I mean? It's like the strongest defense of a neutral I've ever heard. It's like Switzerland explaining to England how they're like in the war, like they're like gonna keep France's money, and then they're gonna keep their money, and then they're gonna keep Germany's money, and then they're just like, okay, wait, but you're not on anyone's side, right? Okay, got that. You said that at the beginning, right? But then. Wait, you've got their money and you got my money. You're giving it back to any of us? No, you're holding all our money. Oh, okay, all right, yeah, but you're on my side. Got it. So no, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Yeah, but we'll see. I don't know. I hope Kareem Hunt gets some of those targets. Honestly, that would just buoy my stock. But yeah, I think Jarvis Landry has sneaky upside each week to have that wide receiver 2 or 3 value, depending on how the game breaks. But he also could kind of be nil, and then kind of not return a yield under 10 points. So not my favorite target. And if you're targeting like upside, I think Will Fuller is somebody I'd rather have in this scenario. We're looking at upside in this round. He's a steady Eddie. Maybe if you're in a guillotine league, you could get that guy. He's probably going to give you 7, 8, 10, 12 points, get you there. Whereas Will Fuller gets you at 29 points or 6 or 0, or 40. So, it's all over the place. So, okay. We're not going to do defenses, by the way, and
because we already know thumbs down. I pray to God somebody drafts the Rams here.
Hey,
draft the Rams.
People draft them in the 8th round, man. People are so stupid. You're so stupid.
Yeah. Draft the Steelers and the Rams. I pray to God. I'll be in a league. I'm going to be in a league where they start drafting defenses.
Do it in the
like the 7th round or the 6th round. It's hilarious.
I love it, man. Give me all those guys every day. So we're not going to mess with that kind of stuff. Don't throw the peer pressure to do it either. The number 1 defense from last year is never the number 1 defense next year. And if you think who's not going to get hurt this year, can you also tell me the lotto numbers next week and stuff? Because I don't want to win the money. If you don't know it, you're full of shit. So anyway, yeah. So I'm not going to talk about defenses because that's not what we do here. Yeah, and on DFS we punt defenses a lot of times too because you get min price. You pay $2,000 for defense, get you 7 points, you triple it up. So anyway, all right, we digress. All right, after Jarvis Landry, James Conner buried down here, really buried. Chase Edmonds way up there, I think in the 6th, 7th round. James Conner moved over from Pittsburgh. They've jettisoned him. They got Najee Harris now. He's going in the 2nd round. What do you think about Conner as a little value in this later rounds?
Man, I like it. I'm gonna say thumbs up here for me. I'll snag him.
Touchdown vulture potentially.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think Chase Edmonds has the build for being an RB1. So I could totally see Conner taking the RB1 position away from him as the season progresses. So
yeah. Well, and maybe their draft value, the difference isn't as the gap needs to be smaller. That's all. Maybe it's more they should be drafted a round or 2 apart, not 4.
Yeah, right. That's why to me, he's got a lot of upside here, and he's not that old. He just turned 26, so you're not dealing. He's got more miles in the gas tank.
Well, I'll tell you somebody who talking about upside in these rounds, AJ Dillon. I don't think he's going to hang here, honestly. I think he'll get picked a little bit earlier than this, just because he has RB1 upside this year. If anything happens to Aaron Jones, this guy is just ridiculous as a guy you don't want to meet in the hole. He's not a refined pass catcher yet necessarily, but this is a man's man. High T, Denny Carter wakes up to this guy and he wants him on every one of his teams because this guy's just, he oozes, just high teeness. AJ Dillon, what do you think about him here? You snagging him?
I'm neutral, and here's why. It's not because if I was coaching that team, I would 100% be giving him the ball as much as I possibly could. But I'm not coaching that team, and Matt LaFleur is also not coaching that team. Aaron Rodgers is coaching that team, and I don't think he's going to be doing any tinkering and trying to help a new running back get reps. So AJ Dillon will get on the field because he's just ridiculous and dynamic, and he forces Aaron Rodgers to be like, yeah, I want to give AJ Dillon the ball. I just don't know if that's going to happen or not. So I'm neutral.
Neutral. Okay.
I'm neutral. I'm not thumbing him down. I'm just
Yeah.
giving him a neutral designation.
I think he has an opportunity this year to do more. Just think about the role last year that Jamal Williams had, and I know he's a pass catcher, but you have Aaron Jones he gets tired. I mean, you can't run him out there every play of the whole game if he gets 7.
Yeah, he gets tired because he breaks 50-yard plays all the time.
Right, exactly. They got to keep up the stable. They got to keep the horses going, So, yeah, I mean, honestly, I think he's got potential. I do like him here, maybe a little bit more than you, but that's okay. You know what I mean? Like, that's
Is he thumbs up for Stacks?
Yeah, I'm thumbs upping him.
Thumbing him up. Okay.
So, but yeah. So after that, we have we're going to jump down to another running back, an RB2 who's getting drafted way later than Josh Jacobs in the Las Vegas Raiders backfield here. Kenyon Drake, somebody who just left the Arizona Cardinals, who we just talked about, James Conner. What do you think about the Drake?
Yeah, I'm I guess neutral to thumbs down in that arena. I don't have a lot of confidence in that football team. Josh Jacobs is the better running back. Kenyon Drake had 10 TDs last year because he was playing with Kyler Murray. He's the RB2 on that team. So it's a little bit of thumbing down for me.
Yeah. Okay, I'm with you on that. I like your take. All right, let's go next. We skipped a couple defenses because we're not into defenses. Jalen Waddle, rookie.
Jalen Waddle
out of Alabama got teamed back up with Tua. They had to do this. They've done this before. What do you think about him? He's buried back in here. I mean, this is wide receiver 42. I like it. What do you think?
Yeah. Thumbs up for J Wad. Give me some J Wad. I think he should be featured in wide receiver 2. Yeah, he should be. Yeah, I mean, Jalen
potential just to be a volume receiver in that offense. I think 100%. He gets the most targets this year. I think he gets the most. He's the most efficient with his targets too. I mean, he doesn't get the longer air yards, but I think he's going to show he's the guy you want the football in his hands every play.
And Will Fuller's only going to play 10 or less games, so he might have the third highest percentage of going from wide receiver 3 to wide receiver 1 that we've talked about.
Got a good opportunity. He really does.
Right.
Yeah, I like him. Thumbs up for me too. Next guy, thumbs up. I'm just gonna say I like off the top of the break. Curtis Samuel. I know he's going to another team, but he's going to an offense, and he knows he's going to a coach he played for before. You know what I'm saying? So I know that they already have somebody who is a great running back, hybrid wide receiver in the backfield with Antonio Gibson. But you do have to feel good. You've got Logan Thomas, you've got Terry McLaurin, you've got Antonio Gibson, J.D. McKissick. Those are top 5 targets guy that right there. They don't have a huge, X big guy. They got Cam Sims, Steven Sims, a couple other guys there. But they're not going to be target hogs. I think you get some value. For me, I like Curtis Samuel here. I think it's a good little pick. What do you think?
I'm neutral. This is the exact kind of player that it's not a thumbs down. I'm not going to jump the gun If I'm here, I might draft him. I might not. I'm completely neutral. I think he had his best season last season in the NFL. So you're seeing a continued progression with him. So I'm definitely not thumbs down. It's just you have Dynamic Brown now on that team. You have Logan Thomas, you have Terry McLaurin, you have Antonio Gibson, you have JD McKissick. It's just he's not a sexy pick to me. So I'm just neutral.
Neutral
Mhm.
on my guy. I like him. I'm gonna get him in the league. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Next guy, we're gonna go one more guy because I think that's gonna do it for us. We're kind of out of order with the extra. Last guy here, somebody who I like a lot, LaVisca Chenault Jr. I'm gonna say he might be featured on wide receiver 232. I say I like this guy at this value. I'm gonna snag him every time, but I'll get him before this too.
Okay. I am also I'm gonna say neutral to slight thumbs up. I'm nowhere near as high as you and Bo on this guy. They have Marvin Jones now. They have DJ Chark. He is he's going to be in the slot. He's a freaking running back. Like he's 6'1", 227 pounds. That's like Saquon Barkley size. Like they're like the same dude. So as a wide receiver, you know, I don't know, man. You know, I'm just
Volume.
I'm not seeing what you and Bo see. Like I'm not. Marvin Jones every single year is Marvin Jones. He's going to be Marvin Jones again. And DJ Chark is the number one wide receiver on that team. I'm just neutral. Like I think he's a baller, and it's going to be interesting to see how Travis Etienne fits into that offense too. You know,
it's true.
So I'm neutral for this dude.
Okay. I hear your neutrality.
I'm very neutral.
With that, we're gonna wrap up this edition with little three tweets.
Okay.
I'm ready to rock with mine. I'm gonna jump in and switch screens here, and I'm gonna lo and behold mine. No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. It's here. I gotta go here. Okay, hold on. Let me pull it out. And can you see Tom Brady in there? Is he on there? Let's see.
No.
No. Well, okay. Let's try this again here. Let's try it again here. Scott, let's try it again. All right. So here's us. We'll unshare. We will share again. This time we will not share whatever that was. Here we go. Okay. So this went viral for my man, JJ Zacharyson the other day. This is a picture of Tom Brady. If you're listening at home, he is dressed in a white shirt. Looks like a pirate type shirt. Nice dress shirt. And then next to him is Tony Dungy. He has a blue shirt on. Looks like maybe he's got a jacket on. Their eyes are wide, like maybe they're stoned or high or something. It's very, very intense look on their faces. And then JJ Zacharyson said, now I got to read it because it's perfect. This is what Shithead Steve memed or took and just loved it. It says, Tom Brady and Tony Dungy looking like they poisoned your food and are waiting for you to eat it. So like they're just staring at you. It's so creepy. It's such a great one. And
dude, so good.
This thing, hold on, it got 30,000 likes, man. That's insane.
That's freaking awesome, dude. Yeah.
I love it.
I saw that definitely they got memed. This was my favorite. I hadn't seen JJ's. This same picture was on Instagram, and it was, the caption said, when you run into old high school friends and they ask if you are interested in being your own boss. You ever had that happen to you? I have. I'm like running. I ran into some old dude at Magruder, and like he just like I was just like he was trying to get me into some network marketing thing, and I was just like, bro, like back off, man. Like you're freaking me out, bro. And he looked just like them.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
No, I'm still trying to like get other Magruder alumni to be on our show and stuff. So shout out Magruder. If you don't know, you don't know. If you do know, shout out Magruder. Okay, so you have a tweet for me, my friend? Should I go check your tweeters here?
Yes.
Let me try and navigate here. This jet lag is something. I woke up yesterday, so how about that? All right, here we go. Ralph Macho. All right, can we see it? Is it up? Here we go.
Yeah, this is from my boy Rob Delaney. It says,
he's the man.
Yeah. Making my massive sons carve the word integrity into a 1,200-year-old sequoia tree to earn back their Nintendo Switches. What a great tweet.
To earn back.
My massive sons carving the word integrity. Oh man, that's funny. It made me LOL.
I like it. I'm gonna give you the win on that because I laughed out loud on that one too. That's just really funny. I mean, so many parts that's so funny. Like I like that integrity too. Like we
That dude is funny. I love it when he talks about his wife and his kids. Like they're all these fake characters. His wife's always like doing it with the karate instructor, and his kids are like these massive, like giant children that just do weird crap all the time.
Yeah, I like how he's pissing off the tree people because they're 1,200-year-old, sequoias. Yeah, it's that's a meta tweet there, man. That's good. I'm going to give you the win. So if you want to scram,
I just tweeted it. I didn't know if I would win, so I saved it. So this one's going to take a little explanation real quick. Just sent it to you. Did it come through? Oh no, hold on. Let me see.
I'm trying my best.
No, I might have hold on, I might have picked the wrong person. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. So here, just send it to you. Should come through now. This one is weird because you will see when I set it up. This happened on Undisputed. Now, hopefully this won't get us kicked off at anything.
Can you see?
It's all, yeah. So this chick, all right, let me set it up, right? This is like this chick and Skip Bayless, I forget her name. I think it's Jenny
young lady. Young
okay. Lady. This young lady, right. She gets into it with Skip Bayless, and everybody just went nuts. Everybody hates Skip Bayless. So this is her going at Skip, and the tweet is you have to watch this before you read the tweet. So we'll watch this, and then the tweet becomes funny as I explain it.
Okay.
Appreciate that. I don't think it is a fair shot. Yeah, well, I don't think that's a fair shot. Is everyone who's a good coach as fit as you, Skip? I don't think that's a fair shot whatsoever. I wouldn't. I said it was a personal preference. I've actually had plenty of coaches that have not had the perfect ideal physique, including my college coach. So I don't think that's a fair shot. Okay. And I'm allowed to have an opinion. Skip. I am allowed to say whatever I want to say on this show, as you do too. Sorry, will join us. Bring up to Westbrook's comment, and maybe I have more to say. Yes.
So I guess Skip Bayless called Mike McCarthy fat or something. I don't know. And so she nails him on it. Like she's like, well, you shouldn't talk like that, Skip, and of course he takes umbrage at it. And there's a big awkward blow up. Like if you see the whole clip, I'm surprised you hadn't seen this. Shannon Sharp is just like looking out the window. It's extremely awkward. Like it's a tense moment on that show. Okay, so here's the tweet. Okay, let's go back if you can to the actual tweet. Okay, because you had to watch that first in order for the tweet to make sense. Okay, so the tweet says, is LeBron's lack of leadership responsible for this blow up between Skip Bayless and Jenny Taft? Next on Undisputed.
It's LeBron's lap.
Yeah, I just saw that. That guy is so obsessed with LeBron James. Like every single thing that he talks about is LeBron related. So I just thought that was internet gold. Is LeBron James' lack of leadership responsible for this blow up on Undisputed? So
I think it's funny, and I'm with Jenny Taft, by the way. She's great, and I'm not a Skip Bayless fan at all. So
yeah.
Excellent. Well, great show, brother. Good to see you. Next week we'll be back with rounds 10 and 11. And then we'll wrap up the following week with 12, 13, and 14. Get you in there with the sleepers, the rookies, the players you got to have going away on your teams that you don't want to miss out on those rounds. Really excited about that. And then I've got podcasts that came out last week. We've got also shows that were last week. Last week I was on a show with Adam Rank. I was on a show with Lindsay Okay. And then we had Field Yates on Chalk Block with Bowman Big Time on Friday. It's ridiculous. So grateful to be in this space with so many amazing people. So check out those. If you have any problems, you don't know where they are, ask me. I'll send them your way. Send them all your way. The Fan Team Advice, subscribe to them on iTunes. The Fantasy Millionaires, subscribe to us on iTunes as well. We'll get you going there. Underdog, promo code Nimble. Run the Sims /Nimble. Go check it out. The other tools are up, Mike. I got to give you all the passwords. Me and Bo, we got it all figured out for the team.
We'll do it tomorrow.
I've already got them. I've got it all ready to roll. So, so excited for all the stuff we're doing, though. Run the Sims. Also, Occupy Fantasy in the works of Brian Jester. We'll talk more about that later. But do come see us on these streets. We love everybody. And I think that's it. Anything else you like to say here at the end?
Peace and love.
Peace and love.